Let's be honest, nobody likes being criticized. Whether it's a snarky comment on social media, feedback from a boss, or just a random stranger throwing shade, criticism can sting. And in today's world, where everyone has an opinion and a platform to share it, dealing with criticism has become an unavoidable part of life. But what if I told you that ancient Stoic philosophy could help you not just deal with criticism, but actually grow from it? The Stoics had some pretty powerful insights on how to handle negative feedback, and they can teach us a lot about how to stay calm, confident, and focused even when the haters come out of the woodwork. So if you've ever struggled with taking criticism to heart, or if you're just looking for some solid advice on how to keep your cool in the face of negativity, this video is for you. Let's dive into the Stoic guide to dealing with criticism and haters. Step 1. Understand the dichotomy of control. One of the foundational concepts in Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. Simply put, this principle teaches us that there are things in life we can control and things we can't. And the Stoics believe that the key to a peaceful life is focusing only on what we can control and letting go of the rest. When it comes to criticism, this idea is gold. Here's why. You can't control what other people say or think about you. You just can't. Whether it's a friend, a colleague, or some random person online, their opinions and words are out of your hands. But what you can control is how you respond to that criticism. Instead of getting wrapped up in trying to change someone's mind or worrying about how others perceive you, the Stoics would tell you to focus on your own actions, your own values, and your own inner peace. Remember, their criticism doesn't define you. Your response to it does. When you start applying the dichotomy of control to criticism, it's like a weight lifting off your shoulders. You realize that you don't need to stress over things you can't control, and you start putting your energy where it truly matters, on living according to your principles and being the best version of yourself. Step 2. Take constructive criticism seriously, not personally. Here's the thing. Not all criticism is created equal. Some of it is just noise, people projecting their own issues onto you, or trying to bring you down to make themselves feel better. But sometimes, criticism is actually constructive, and if we're open to it, it can help us grow. The Stoics were all about self-improvement, and they believed that listening to constructive feedback was a key part of that process. But they also believed in doing so with a clear mind, without letting it damage your self-esteem or sense of self-worth. So how do you do that? Start by separating the message from the delivery. Maybe the criticism wasn't delivered in the kindest way, but is there truth in it? Is there something you can learn or improve on? If so, take that feedback seriously, but don't take it personally. It's about your growth, not your worth as a person. Think of it like this. Constructive criticism is like a mirror. It shows you things about yourself that you might not see otherwise. But just because the mirror shows a flaw doesn't mean you should smash the mirror or get upset. Instead, use it as a tool for self-reflection and improvement. Step 3. Practice emotional detachment. One of the toughest parts about dealing with criticism is the emotional reaction it triggers. It's totally normal to feel hurt, angry, or defensive when someone criticizes you. But the Stoics believe that these emotions, while natural, shouldn't control us. Practicing emotional detachment doesn't mean you become a robot with no feelings. It just means you learn to create some space between your emotions and your actions. When you get criticized, instead of immediately reacting, take a deep breath, pause, recognize the emotion that's bubbling up, whether it's hurt, anger, or something else, but don't let it drive your response. Ask yourself, is this emotion helping me, or is it clouding my judgment? The Stoics would encourage you to respond not from a place of emotion, but from a place of reason and calm. This might mean taking some time before you reply to a critical email, or choosing not to engage with a negative comment online. By practicing emotional detachment, you're not suppressing your emotions, you're mastering them. You're giving yourself the power to choose how you respond, rather than letting your emotions choose for you. Step 4. Remember, it's not about you. This one can be a game changer. The Stoics believe that a lot of the criticism we face actually has more to do with the person giving it than with us. People often project their own insecurities, frustrations, and issues onto others. When someone lashes out or criticizes you unfairly, it's often a reflection of what's going on inside them, not a true assessment of who you are. This doesn't mean you should just dismiss all criticism out of hand, but it does mean you shouldn't take everything so personally. When you remember that criticism is often more about the critic than the criticized, it becomes a lot easier to keep your cool and not let it get under your skin. The next time someone throws shade your way, try to see it for what it is. Maybe they're having a bad day, or maybe they're dealing with their own insecurities. Instead of getting defensive, you can respond with empathy, or you can choose not to engage at all. Either way, you're keeping your peace of mind intact. Step 5. Focus on your virtues. Finally, The Stoics believed that living a virtuous life was the best way to deal with criticism. If you know you're living according to your values, whether that's honesty, kindness, courage, or integrity, then the opinions of others start to matter a whole lot less. When you're criticized, take a moment to check in with yourself. Are you living in a way that aligns with your values? Are you proud of the person you're becoming? If the answer is yes, then you can let criticism roll off your back, knowing that you're staying true to who you are. And if the criticism points out something that's inconsistent with your values, well, that's a gift. It's an opportunity to realign and get back on track. Either way, focusing on your virtues puts you in control of your own life and keeps you grounded, no matter what anyone else says. So, there you have it. The Stoic Guide to Dealing with Criticism and Haters. By understanding what you can control, taking constructive feedback seriously, but not personally, practicing emotional detachment, remembering that it's often not about you, and focusing on your virtues, you can handle criticism with grace and confidence. Criticism doesn't have to be something that tears you down. With the right mindset, it can be a tool for growth, a way to sharpen your character, and an opportunity to deepen your understanding of yourself and others. Next time you face criticism, remember the wisdom of the Stoics. Keep your cool, stay true to your values, and let the noise fade into the background. You've got this. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more insights on how ancient philosophy can help us navigate the modern world. Until next time, stay strong, stay grounded, and stay stoic.